Hey y'all, and thank you for tuning in to Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, okay? If you like what you see, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Hit the bell. If you want to be here every single time that me and the Tea team are here getting it in with these tarot messages in these tarot streets, if you are looking for a personal reading, please go ahead, hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com. Okay, all readings are $44.44. And yes, okay, they do have a 24 to 48 hour turnaround. Listen, y'all. Y'all know we having one of those Queen of Swords moments. Somebody out there has stood in truth. Somebody has told their divine masculine or even karmic masculine child the truth, okay? We don't know what he is because we ain't read on him yet, okay? Somebody that told their guy what they needed to hear, okay? And we want to know how that was taken. There may be a pause or a break in the relationship now that you have exposed this man. That's what I'm getting, y'all. Somebody has exposed a man for who he really is. This may be a man that thought he was some king god manipulator, a man who thought he was a great magician, a great trickster, a great initiator of glamour magic. This person thought they had you believing one thing and found out, baby, you know who they are and you know what time it is. After you told this man this, okay, you let him know, I know who you are. I know, you know, what's going on. I know what you all about and I know what you not all about. Okay, this man has been somewhat MIA. You may not have seen him or heard from him as much as you are accustomed. We just want to know where this man has been at or how he took the truth that you told him. But what I'm hearing is somebody got their face smashed, not even cracked. Somebody got their face smashed. Like you smashed this man's face with your level of awareness. This man may not have been used to you being this aware, okay? So with that being said, let's go ahead and see. Okay, we're going to read those. Let's go ahead and see, you know, how it went down, okay? How it's going down. All I want is you. All I want is you. Okay? How it's going down. What kinds of games is being played. How it's going down. Okay, that's what I'm hearing. How it's going down. And you told this man how it was going down. You told him what kind of games was being played. Baby, he didn't think you knew. This man thought, you know, you was in the dark about some things that you was very well in the light about. This man ran like a scared mouse when you told him. Knight of Swords energy. When you let him know, like, I know what it is. I know what it's not. I know how it's going down. I'm really not interested in playing these silly ass games with you. That was the point where this man just took off like a scared rabbit and ran into his hole. This man is hibernating, hermit energy. And part of the reason this man is hibernating is because he is kind of taking a light and looking at himself. He doesn't want anyone else to see him. Whatever you told him, you really left him feeling embarrassed. You really left him feeling like, oh, so I'm just not shit. Oh, okay. You left him feeling like that. Egg on his face. He's ashamed of himself. He feels small. He feels hurt. He feels hit. He feels bruised, okay? He feels bruised. If there was another situation in this man's life, you expose the fallacy or the nonsense in that. You know, if there was a situation in his life, something committed, you expose the fact that that may not be everything he wants it to be. You also expose the fact that he was not committed to you and that you did not want to be committed to him, okay? The Hierophant comes through in the reverse. This man may have thought he was going to ride on the fact that you wanted to be committed to him, and you let him know the truth. You said, committed to you? Look at you. Look at your life. Look at how you act. Look at who you are. Baby, committed to you? You know, you let him know, like, why would I be committed to this? Okay, and you left this man so salty because he thought that you thought that he was like the perfect candidate. You thought that he was Hierophant material, and you was like, "What? Who told you that? Who told you that?" Okay, you let him know this ain't that. I don't feel like this about you, okay? You let him know this whole vibe that you got about me, that I'm so committed to you and I got a full cup of love and I'm finna give you all this good sex and I'm so in love with you. You let him know, like, I don't feel like that about you, bro. I am not a fool. And what I'm not is a fool for you. This man thought you were a fool for him. And when you said you wasn't, this man has run from you completely humiliated. This man is humiliated. And when we're talking about humiliation, y'all, we're not talking about the kind of humiliation you might be thinking. This man is broke down in his soul, humiliated. He believed that you were a fool for him, a sucker for him. She ain't gonna ask no questions, because when I call, you was like that. That's not. Who told you I felt like that? Who told you I felt like that? What little security and stability this man was coming to offer, baby, you was like, I don't want that. Free yourself. Okay, we hear it. If you don't want me, then don't talk to me. You gave him that. Go ahead and free yourself. You said, if you're not going to come over here and give me everything, I don't care. Bye. This man tried to come to you on the strength that you was a sucker for him. Something he made up in his own mind. Okay? Because we see he was too stunned when you took off. He was too shocked. Knight of Swords and the Hermit. This man ran off like a mouse runs back in their mouse hole. This man was like, oh, when he found out that you wasn't feeling him like that. He literally just took off and ran. Other than him feeling like you are totally sold on him, he would have no reason to run off like that. He ran off like that because he can't believe it. He thought you wanted him to be your boyfriend. Look, Knight of Cups in reverse comes in right behind Hierophant in reverse. You like, I don't have to have that from you. I'm not impressed with you like that, where I'm just finna be a fool and as long as it's you, I'm gonna do it. I don't know who told you that, my man. That's where you at. You like, I don't know who gave you that information, but what it's not is true. I don't feel like that about you, okay? I don't care, okay? This man was trying to come back to you and come back your way. This might have been a rebound. Somebody tried to do the double back and thought that your guards would be down and that you would just let them slide back in strictly because they are them. Look, Spirit is throwing these cards at us, y'all. Strictly because they are them. And you was like, who was giving you this? If you got one of your friends sending you off or somehow, I don't feel like that about you. Who's telling you this, okay? You released him. You was like, it's not that, player. It's not that. Ten of Swords. I'm straight. I can stick a knife in you. I can stick a fork in you. I can stick anything in you. We're done. Okay? That's where you was at. Two of Pentacles in reverse. That's where you was at. You was like, I'm not even confused about it. You wasn't even confused. You wasn't even like, well, I kind of think that. You was like, I don't feel enough of a way about you to accept what you're bringing to me. Page of Pentacles in reverse. What you're bringing to me is small potatoes. Take them small potatoes back over there. Take that plate of small potatoes back over there with you and let me move on and find somebody that's worth my time, okay? Period. You were now confused and you let your mouth fly. 8 of Wands. You let your communication go, baby. Like, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It might even been in a text message. Either way, you slowed this man down coming to you by like 120%. This man was running towards you, the Chariot in reverse, and now he's just sitting back like, oh. You really hurt this man's pride, his sexual pride, his mental pride. Okay, this man is hurt. He's like, you see him for who he is, exclamation point. He realizes now there is never a way for him to come back into your life without you looking dead at his soul. Okay? Without you looking dead at his soul. And also seeing that he's goofy. This man is dizzy. And he thought you didn't know that. He thought he really was like, I don't know, maybe some kind of hero as it relates to you. And now he has no hope. The star in reverse. No hope of that being true. Okay? The truth is, for you, is that you wanted to unbreak your own heart. You kind of saw the heartbreak coming in this. And you was like, I'm not participating in this agony and defeat that you're attempting to bring to my door. I'm not about to participate in that. Okay? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. So you released that. You released his value. That's the thing. You released his value. Like this man that told himself he was a whole Ace of Pentacles in your life. And you released his value altogether. You was like, you don't mean all that to me. You're not an asset to my life. I don't know what you thought, but you're not an asset to my life. And for this man, Ten of Swords in reverse, that was like literally falling down on a bed of nails for him. You have murderized this man. And whoever this feminine is that did this, I believe that you don't believe that you did that. I don't think you realize how much you have crushed and defeated this man's soul. You don't have a clue. Baby, you destroyed this man. This man is like, it's like he got humiliated in front of a room with 5,000, 6,000 people in it. That's how he took this, okay? And that's why we come back to this hermit. You haven't heard from him. You think you haven't heard from him because he just hasn't picked up the phone to call you. No, baby, he's too humiliated to come out of his room. There are a lot of people that's not hearing from him right now. He's on that type of time. Like somebody fronts you off so bad, you just sitting in your room crying. It ain't just that he's not talking to you. He ain't talking. You silenced this man because you brought him reality. You brought him face to face with reality, and what you did was you illuminated reality all around him, so to the point that this man can't unsee it. He can't unsee his own foolishness because this man been lying to himself. Okay? This man been lying to himself about who he is, about what he can accomplish, about what he can do. He been sending himself off. He could just come to you and pull up. He been telling himself a lot of real fantastical, egotistical lies. And you was like, this ain't that. So now this man is just down to a very lonely space in his mind. He feels like he's been taking a journey towards you in his mind, believing that you felt a way about him that you never felt. So he's struggling. Okay? He knows he's been exposed and he can't cheat you again. Seven of Swords in reverse. He can't lie to you again. Okay? He is a devil with his whole ass and tail out showing for the world. Seven of Swords in reverse. This man realizes that every single nail or needle he thought he was putting in you, it was never in you to begin with. Those needles and nails are now all in him. This is truly an example energetically of someone falling on their own sword. Okay? The devil in the upright. This man is falling on his own sword and is now enslaved to his own lies. Because what happened by you exposing the man, okay? What happened by you exposing the man is that now he is a slave to every lie that he's told you because you see them all. So now you know I betrayed you. You know I lied to you. You know I'm a fake. You know I'm a fraud. It kind of takes me to the Wizard of Oz, which is funny. You know who goes there. Or let's go to the Wiz even. Once Richard Pryor came out in that house coat, y'all know what I'm talking about. Once Richard Pryor came out in that house coat, baby, it was over. You was never going to unsee that and believe he was the great and powerful Oz again. You was like, there's just some nigga in a house coat. He came out salty too, like, oh, hey, hey, okay? He came out with egg on his face. And you know something? When that was all over with, he was going to go back to his room in his cave in that house coat where he was hiding. That is who this man is. This is like you exposed the so-called great and powerful Oz. Baby, there is no great and powerful Oz. And you let him know. He thought you believed it. He thought you believed that he was the great and powerful Oz. You let him know. No, I see you, bro. Just some punk in a house coat. I see you. I see that flannel. I see them slippers. How are you supposed to unsee that? And this man knew all the time that that's all he was. He knew all the time that he was small potatoes. He knew all the time that he was some fake ass punk lying, pretending to be Oz the Great and Powerful. He knew that all the time. So when you figure it out, when you realize that's who he is, he's not able to recover from that. He don't even want to admit he that. He doesn't like who he is. If he liked who he is, why would he be hiding behind the Oz? Why would he create a character to hide behind? This is a narcissist through and through. And this man is pathetic. And he's been hiding behind a character. He's been delusional about who he is. Forget you. You knew who he was. He's been delusional about who he is. So when you brought him into that reality, when you brought him into that absolute truth, that absolute tea, those absolute facts, now this man is completely destroyed. He's devastated. He is devastated. He like, what? How can he be who can he be the great and powerful Oz to now? He thought he was that to you. You was like, who told you I believe that bullshit? So now who is he supposed to be the great and powerful Oz to? So he's now in hermit mode. And now he's caught in the trap of the enemy, because now that you know he's a liar, we see the devil here. Now that you know he's a liar, it ain't like you're going to unknow it. You knew it all the time. But now that you know, now that he knows that you know, how he going to get out of that? You know he's full of shit. Okay? We see here, literally, this is a man who is falling on what? 1, 2, 3, 4 swords. Okay? He has a sword to his knees, meaning that he's immobilized. This man knows he can't move forward with you because he's been exposed, okay? A sword to his heart. This man is devastated because he's hurt. He wanted you around him, okay? A sword to his throat because he knows his lies have caught up with him. A sword to his head because he realized now he has not been thinking clearly, and he underestimated your thought process. This is a king of swords that is being unalived, okay? Right here in this moment, we see a king of swords that is currently being taken down. This could be an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. This is a man who, in his attempts to be aloof, in his attempts to be distant, in his attempts to be detached, in his attempts to be somebody that you don't know who he is, in his attempts to be mysterious, his attempts to be cold, you have taken the guillotine to this man. Like, what you think I believe all that fake ass shit you bring over here? I see that you dizzy and dumb. I hear that you talking shit that don't make sense. I see that you got a knife in your heart and you bleeding all the time for situations that don't have nothing to do with me. Your feelings is elsewhere. You see that this man can't even walk straight for what's going on with him. You see him, a broken down fool. While he thought you was a fool for him, you sitting there looking at him like, baby, your life over. Okay? I see who you are. Coming to me with that foolishness. 4 of Wands energy. This man was planning to put you into some type of black marriage. Okay? And I need to do a reading on that. Yes, I said a black marriage. You know, marriages ain't no different than any other light energy, baby. We got white magic for the high vibrational. We got gray magic for the neutral, for the person that say, hey, if it calls for black magic, it calls for black magic. If it calls for white magic, it calls for white magic. And then we got black magic. Okay? And you got men out here practicing black magic that want to put women in black marriages. Yeah, I will marry you. Yeah, I will partner with you forever. Yeah, you will be wifey, but it's going to be some bullshit. I got a million other women. I might even have a whole nother black marriage. I might have 3 or 4 black marriages. You'll be one of them. This man was coming to put you in a black marriage, the devil with the 4 of Wands. This man was going to put you in a black marriage. You was going to be one of his wives or one of his hoes or some ridiculous fantasy that only a narcissistic, fake-ass wannabe Oz would even have in their mind to begin with. A very childish mind. This man did not think you saw any of that. That's why he's falling on his own sword. This man didn't think you saw any of that. God is our refuge and strength and very present help in time of trouble. Psalm 46:1. Very present help in times of trouble the Lord is, because the Lord said, first of all, the Lord gave you the eyes to see. Realize. Okay? Period. So God gave you those prophetic eyes to see who he really was. But God also wanted him to know. Let me humble you. While you think you're out here fooling people, while you think you're out here taking advantage of my divine collective, let me point something out to you. Let me let somebody show you what you really look like, okay? Ace of Pentacles. This man is now in a position where he's feeling like he has been accosted, arrested, okay? Ace of Pentacles energy, okay? He's on his back. He's crawling. He's feeling like a roach. He's feeling like his value is low to the floor, okay? You see this bug here. He feels like his value is low to the floor, okay? Because he thought he had more influence with you. He thought he was very influential people when it came to you. He thought he had you under a love spell. Now he realizes that he's kind of like, yeah, you know, you might have been a gold bug and the shit and a scarab in your mind, but in my story, you might be a scarab, but you're a scarab that's on the floor. You're a scarab that I literally, spiritual arrest, meaning that I saw you, I'm accusing you, I'm tying you up, spiritual arrest. Baby, let me tie you up. Let me put you in these cuffs and put you in the back of this car and let them drive your dumb ass away from me because I see who you are. Okay, this man thought he had you under a spell of lies, Ace of Sword in reverse. And through that spell of lies that he thought he had you under, this falsification, these lies, these false principles. This man really did believe that he was about to pull you into some type of black marriage, okay? Because this man thought that all your focus was on him. He thought that every single thing in your life would end at him. You work, but you're thinking about him at work. You at the gym, but you're thinking about him at the gym. You want to have sex, he the only one you gonna call. You want to talk to somebody, he the only one you gonna call. He thought that he was in a position to be the dead center of your life. I know when it come to me, boy. That's what he was telling himself. I can't make it up now. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. This man now realizes that you know, whatever legacy energy, black marriage energy he had in his mind about you, he can go ahead and throw that away. That's over. Yeah. That's over and done. These are all things that's choking the life out of him right now. The fact that he's realizing he's choking on his own pride, because this man had been telling himself a whole lying fairy tale about you that was based on his ego. You wasn't in it. You didn't have nothing to do with it, okay? His whole 10 of Pentacles idea for you is over with, okay? Two of Cups, you fought that. Okay, this man thought that we gonna be in a union. All I gotta do is sell her on it, get her in this black magic union where I'm gonna be running these spells. I'm gonna have other women, and she gonna be one of them sitting there waiting for me. Da 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 da. It's gonna be all good. He was like, no, you fought that right on off. He was like, I don't even do that. I'm a whole Queen of Swords. I'm about strength. I'm about courage. I'm about truth. I'm going to speak the divine message. The Lord is going to make sure I see you for who you are. Yeah, I have my sword, my lightning rod. No, I see you. You're not sneaking around in my life. I see you for exactly who you are. 3 of Pentacles energy. Period. You might have even had other spiritual sisters in the background of your life that was like, girl, that's a whole mess right there. Okay? This man didn't know any of that. He thought he had you going. And he was sitting there in your life looking piss poor to you. 7 of Pentacles in reverse. You was looking right at him saying, this man has limited value in my life. There is very little he can do for me. You knew it all the time. I don't know what he was telling himself. King of Cups, baby. This man was like, she sees me as a you know, Don Juan, Mr. Sexy. No, ma'am, we don't see you like that. So now that this man is crushed, destroyed, and broke down, as he should be for coming in your life trying to play these silly games, how does this go next? Because nobody got to, he tried it. Okay? He tried it. Right now, Spirit seeking clarity. Okay, what is this man? What is this man's deepest feelings about this? Even though I think we already see it, baby. This man humiliated. Okay, this man is humiliated. This man was seeking fulfillment from you, okay? And he realizes now that this situation has come full term. It has become fulfilled by you being now in a Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Swords energy. So you may be yourself an Aquarius, a Gemini, a Libra, a Taurus, a Virgo, a Capricorn, okay? And you're standing tall and strong in these energies, okay? And they may be, you know, of course, obviously, they could just be very prevalent in your chart. You may have even been raised. I always say this. You may have been raised. A lot of times we show up with certain energies. These are the energies that raised us. Okay, so you could have been raised in air or earth sign energy as well. And this man is in a situation where at the end of the day, he sees you for who you are now. He didn't before. He thought you was some fool. He was projecting his ego off onto you. This man had never even seen you. He was just projecting his ego off onto you. You were but another reflection of how cold he is. You were proof that he was the shit. That's what he thought. Stupid fool. Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords in reverse, baby. The commission, the heavenly commission, your spirit team says, baby, and that was a lie, okay? And that's a lie. This man thought that you were just a reflection of him. He's had to sit back and realize, oh, this is a Queen of Swords here. This is a Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody that's grounded and rooted and knows the truth. See, this man was planning to take you apart with limerence. If he could get you to believe a lie, he was going to ride the lie. If he could get you to believe that this black magic marriage was real, if he could get you to believe limerence, again, black magic, spell casting, love spell. This man thought he had a love spell going on you that you was going to believe. And this man felt like if he could get you to believe the lie, okay? If this man could get you to believe the lie, if this man could get you to believe the fallacy, if this man could get you to be in a land of make-believe in your mind as it relates to him, Everything was going to be everything. Okay? That's just where we at with it. This man thought that he was going to be able to get you to believe that, and he sees now. How was you going to do that? Limerence? Don't no Queen of Swords or Queen of Pentacles get lost in no limerence, baby. I'm not finna sit up here caught up in the mirror, the blank mirror. You know what I'm talking about? The looking glass. You're going to be looking in the looking glass all day, believing the lie, believing the trick, going down the rabbit hole. You was like, I don't even do that. You're in limerence. You're caught in the rabbit hole. See, this man was projecting his own lies, his own silliness. He's silly enough to believe this lie that he was becoming. He's gullible. But he was projecting all that onto you, saying, oh, she gullible. She gonna believe me. Why? Church bells ring when the judgment card comes through the building, okay? Judgment in reverse, okay? This man caused all types of karma to himself. And the karma to himself is that he suffered an emotional wound that's a deadly blow to him. Y'all saw he had 4 swords in his ass, okay? Because his mind had a sword in it, okay? His knees had a sword in it. His neck had a sword in it, okay? His heart had a sword in it. This man suffered deadly blows because he realizes now what he thought was wrong, what he was talking didn't work. His heart got broken and he can't even get out of it. Let me go ahead and make sure I keep that card visible, because we're going to have to keep remembering. Because this is the spirit that this man is in. This is what this man is in. Right there, this King of Swords, that's Justin got took out by his own naivete, okay? His own naivete, his own stupidity. This man been took out. That's the judgment. The judgment here, he fell on his own swords with an S. 4 swords, okay, at that. So we talking security. We talking stability. We're talking somebody that is hexed themselves. Judgment in reverse and 4 swords. This man is hexed. He has created a box around himself energetically that he now cannot get out of, because now he can't get out of it with you because you see the truth, so he can't lie to you no more. And he can't get out of the box himself because now you done force him to see the truth, and now he can't quite lie to himself no more. So this man is hexed. He hexed himself. He put the energy out there to be hexed with. You didn't need to do black magic against him. His own black magic came back and stabbed him up left, right, and sideways. His own hex. Because he was trying to hex you. Have you in limerence, believing some bullshit. And you gave him back the truth. And made him realize you're the one in limerence, my man. You're the one believing delusions. You're the one that's lying to yourself. Not me. I know who you are. Do you know who you are? Ain't that something that happened in The Lion King? Who are you? Okay, didn't something like that happen in The Lion? Or maybe it was Black is King with Beyonce. Either way, that's what you gave him. I know who I am, but who are you? Make him think about it. Your bitch ass nigga, think about it. Who are you? I know who I am, but who are you? Okay, you put him in that kind of space. So now he's sitting there, he asking it too. Well, damn. If I'm at the King of Swords, who am I? He's confused. He was confused when he showed up to you with the lies, but he didn't know that. Okay? He didn't know that. 6 of Swords is in reverse. This man is going backwards, baby. Going backwards into that hex, into that judgment. He don't have no other little ladies, so he running away from that. He can't do that. He can't go back to his other ladies, see, because you embarrassed him. So now that he know who he is, he don't even feel good enough to go out around other women. Now he's ashamed. You didn't place this man into a space where he's now in shame, okay? 6 of Cups in reverse. This man is in shame because now he's really remembering who he really is. And now he's in the 9 of Swords, honey. You done tore this man down to the floor. Okay? You done tore this man down to the floor, girl. Just giving him the truth. That's the thing about the divine feminine. Everybody want to talk about all the black magic they need and all of they need demons. They need warlocks. They got to call Tyrone. They got to call their mama. Baby, you don't need all of that when you out here dealing with these demons. The truth shall set you free. That's what Jesus was a representation of, the truth. And they crucified the truth. And guess what the truth did? If the truth did, it rose again. It rose again. All you need is the truth. Baby, the truth will lay everybody flat. The truth go forth roaring like a lion is what the words say. The truth will lay everybody flat in the whole room. Baby, if somebody come out here right now on a megaphone, on a loudspeaker, on some type of press conference and tell the truth on this whole earth, people will start having heart attacks. The wicked will. Because the truth takes people to their knees. The truth is more powerful than any lie. All you needed was some truth. Meditation brings answers. You might have sat back and done some serious thinking and come to that truth before you laid it on him. Your truth was set up. It wasn't no getting around it. Cold moon, baby. It came to him and released secrets, and it was cold. You gave him, what they say, revenge is a plate best served cold. This was cold revenge. And the coldest revenge about it is the fact that you didn't even need to, it wasn't revenge. You didn't do anything to him. You just told him the truth about who he was. I don't need to plan no plots or schemes. All I need to do is tell you who you are. And let you know I'm not impressed, buddy. I'm not impressed with your lies. Okay? I'm not impressed with you sitting up here lying. You think that make you a man to me? It don't. Blessed is the one who trusts in the Lord, whose confidence is in him. Jeremiah 17:7. Right. My trust is in the Lord. I know the Lord giving me the truth. I don't know what you doing, but you lying. And I'm finna point it out to you. Straight like that. This man may have been trying to put a pregnancy with you and may have even been hiding the pregnancy. Whatever it was, you told him. You was like, I know you thought you was finna get me pregnant. Oh, yeah, I know about old girl you got pregnant over there on 115th Street, my guy. Whatever it was, you let him know. I see you. I know what time it is with you. You're not fooling me. What you thought you was fooling me? You're not fooling me. You let him know. This ain't even the right time. I don't even have time for your shit right now. not the right time. Baby, I'm trying to make money. What you talking about? I'm not doing this with you. We are more than conquerors through him who loved us. Romans 8:37. Pause. Let me say this. This scripture is all over the divine feminine right now. Romans 8:37. Is that what I said? I feel like I said it wrong a minute ago. Did I say Romans 8:37? Romans 8:37. We are more than conquerors through him who loved us. We are more than conquerors, baby, through she who loves us. Okay? Divine goddess as well. Okay? Period. It's all over the divine feminine right now. There used to be a time where a no good man would plant his no good hooves down in the floor and look at a woman and be like, that's why you single. And the divine feminine has gotten so cold, Queen of Swords energy, that we like, baby, I'm single with a sword. I don't care about being single. You need to worry about why you ain't shit and everybody running from you. You need to worry about why you can only get a karmic. You need to worry about why only a karmic will answer your calls. You need to worry about why you're with a woman that I wouldn't spit on. Okay? You need to worry about why you're with a woman I wouldn't even sit next to and have a baked potato in a restaurant. That's what you need to do. Instead of sitting up here talking about, that's why you single. Right, and ask yourself why you're only fit to be a man to a woman that ain't fit to clean my shoes. Ask yourself that. And that's where the divine feminine is at. Baby, we are more than conquerors. I'm not finna let you in your demonic nonsense, okay? And this is what this man is saying. But see, this man didn't know that he's still living in the old age where limerence was able to rule, where men were in a position where they were able to use black magic against women freely because women had not stepped into their Romans 8:37. That's over with, though. That's over with. This man tried to come to you and subdue you, okay? Devil energy. He tried to enslave you with some old 1937 bullshit. And you was like, it's 2024. It may have even been 2023 when this went down. Okay? Period. Baby, you sitting somewhere in Queen of Clubs energy, sipping your wine, doing you. What do you care? What do you care? Okay? Period. Y'all got to work on reading my playing cards. Okay? What do the clubs represent, damn it? This man that made me mad. That Queen of Clubs. Oh, somebody told me make sure I tell y'all what books I'm reading from. Okay? A Deck of Spells, Hoodoo Playing Card Magic and Root Work and Conjure by Professor Charles Porterfield. I hope he ain't out here being on bullshit, because we'll check him too. Okay? We ain't taking no prisoners. Queen of Clubs, baby. The Teacher. Hard-working, gilding woman. A dark woman. Huh? Period. You got in your dark feminine on this man? Queen of Clubs. Baby, and taught him a lesson. Let him know you got to work hard. Okay? They say a hard-working, guiding woman, baby. You bossed up. This is the Queen of Clubs right here. There she go. There she go. Okay? Aisha. I feel like that's her name. You bossed up. The Teacher, hard-working, guiding woman, a dark woman, baby. You got in your dark feminine. I got to get my plan. We're going to start reading some playing cards. Because I was reading my playing cards. I got to get back on that. Okay? You did your thing on this man. Again, the book, okay? You did your thing on this man. You did your thing on this man. What? You let him know. Baby, I see right through you. Tell yourself whatever you want to. I see right through you. Okay? This man blew smoke in your face and you blew smoke back. This man blew them demons in your face and you blew truth back. Okay? Smoke break. We see it right here on the card. This man was able to do nothing with you. His demons wasn't able to do nothing with you. For everything he tried on you, you tried back. This man is broken down, sick, humiliated, embarrassed. You just let him know. You might be a match for them few little karmics you can get to answer the phone. What you not is a match for me. King of Wands. Coming over here with that King of Wands. Want to be a player. Baby, when he walked away from you, you know what he was singing? I don't want to be a player no more. Okay? This man was like, I don't even want to be a player no more. King of Wands. Okay? This man was like, I don't even want to be a player no more. He was done. This man ready to hang up his condoms. If he was wearing them. This man stuck. He feel like you hung him. This man literally feels like you hung him publicly. Remember back in the day? You understand me? Somebody commit a crime, unless they was black and they didn't need to commit a crime, but we won't have that conversation. And they go and hang them in the town square somewhere. Southern trees, baby. This man feel like you left his carcass out for public view. That's how humiliated he is. That's literally what I'm seeing. Eight of Pentacles. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. This man trying to focus on his money. You know how somebody be so embarrassed they just try to pick up their purse and go? That's where he like, let me get my bag and go. Girl, you humiliated this man. And he ain't even got no money. He ain't even making no money. Knight of Pentacles. Spirit came right behind him and was like, girl, he don't have no money. He just playing. He pretend that might be the last you heard from him. Like, I'm gonna call you back when I get my money up. Spirit was like, he lying. He don't have no money. He don't have no money, girl. That's just the last words of an embarrassed man. I'll call you back when I get some money. Spirit say, we ain't sending him no money. Who said that? Who said that? We ain't sending no money out that way. We don't have ain't no way. We didn't never call Federal Express, nothing like that. Wheel of Fortune, baby. That Wheel of Fortune was trying to come out that deck, wasn't she? Spirit say, we have not sent FedEx. We ain't sent Western Union. We didn't send anybody with no Paul. Did Peter? He didn't take no money down. They didn't take no money down there. Wasn't no money on the ark or nothing. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune. There's a shift coming. The question we're asking here now, does this man try to contact you again? Because you done humiliated this man, girl. You done humiliated him. Does this man try to call you again? Does he have the audacity to try to pick up his phone and reach out and touch? Does he have the audacity to do that? Wheel of Fortune, honey. We know he gonna cheat. He's trying to. Something gonna happen. Okay, Spirit. What that is? Queen of Pentacles. Oh, he's gonna spin towards you again, sis. Oh, wait. We gotta see. He might be running from you. Hold on. Hold on. Let me slide. Let's slide. I'm gonna slide this over here. We can get some clarification. Wheel of Fortune, Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Four of Pentacles, Six of Wands, King of Cups. You know, this man here, you got all the coins on your side. This man get his little ego back up and try to hold on to what he got, because that's the only victory that he can come up with, okay? Go run back out here and play with some karmics and try to enslave them. But this man's heart is broke down to the core, baby. This man's heart is broke down to the core. Four of Cups with the Eight of Swords. You didn't accept his offer and you blocked him out. So this man is now, he tried to pull himself back together and run back out in the street with, you know, bitches, okay? You know, karmics, you know, you got to speak to them, you know, they not. Ain't none of them in here listening, so we good. Because I know they not in here, okay? I go get some raid. So the point is, they out here in this situation. This man runs out here into these streets trying to, you know what, I'm a man. I can go out here. I can go get what is this? A Brenda, Tanisha, Rhonda, Inesha, whatever it was Earl was talking about, okay? I met her at the ice cream parlor. He finna run out here now and try to grab him some karmics from down there at the ice cream parlor. 3 Kims, okay? And hopefully that's going to give him his confidence back. But it really kind of doesn't, because in his quiet moments, he's able to enslave the karmics. 3 of Cups, the devil, okay? But in his quiet moments, 4 of Cups, the Eight of Swords, this man knows that he ain't shit. You have cast a shadow over him, okay? Which is to be lifted, nevermore. I get Edgar Allan Poe out right now. Hey, Edgar, I should, okay? You know what? Let's see what Edgar got on this. Let's see what Edgar got on this. This is Edgar Allan Poe stories and poems. Y'all know. I shouldn't have to tell y'all much about this. This is a classic. What Edgar got to say about this? Because Edgar be saying, Edgar Allan Poe, God rest the dead, okay? I love Edgar Allan Poe. The king, having thus expressed himself, we are told, the fair Scheherazade resumed her history in the following words. Sinbad went on in this manner with his narrative to the caliph. I thanked the man animal for its kindness, and soon found myself very much at home on the beast, which swam at a prodigious rate through the ocean, although the surface of the latter is, in that part of the world, by no means flat, but round like a pomegranate, so that we went, so to say, either uphill or downhill all the time. That, I think, was very singular, interrupted the king. Nevertheless, it is quite true, replied Scheherazade. I have my doubts, rejoined the king, but pray be so good as to go on with the story. Y'all, Edgar, thank you, Edgar. Edgar just said a mouthful here in the 1002nd tale of Scheherazade. We got a king that is speaking to the lady Scheherazade, okay? The lady Scheherazade. And we see now that this man animal, okay, we see this man was in he came to you in a primitive space. This man came to you from a karmic space, though he was pretending to be kind. Thank the man animal for his kindness. You said, thank you for your kindness, and soon found yourself very much at home on the beast. This is what he was hoping would happen. This man was hoping that you would see him as a king and overlook the fact that he came to you as a beast, as a liar, and Baphomet energy. He was hoping that you would overlook that, okay, which swam at a prodigious rate through the ocean. This man hoped that you would join him in his emotional limerence that he was going to give you. Join me in this lie that I am giving you. Swim with me in this lake of feelings that I am bringing to your door. The ocean, water energy. Although the surface of the latter is, in that part of the world, by no means flat. Again, the world ain't flat, baby. This man was trying to sell you some bullshit. Okay, thank you once again, Edgar. By round like a pomegranate. Pomegranate energy. This man was selling you a lie of that you were going to be. This man was treating you as less than, and he was treating you as a karmic empress, if you will. Because let me tell you something. I ain't that person. People will be like, oh, and karmic can't be an empress. Baby, yes, they can. They can be an empress in reverse. They can be an inverted empress. They can be a hell ram empress. They can be a divine empress that a trick has been played on. Okay? This man is out here treating you as if you were a karmic. Okay? period. Pomegranate energy. So that we went to say, so to say, either uphill or downhill all the time. This man was about to take you around and around in a circle of a relationship that wasn't never going to go nowhere. He was going to keep you trapped in limerence. Again, he was trying to bring a hex to your door. Nevertheless, it is quite true, replied Scheherazade. True, you saw what was true. The king said, I have my doubts, but pray be so good as to go on with the story. This man is saying to you, as you say, I know what's true. This man is saying he hope you don't realize, okay? But he gonna try to go on with the story. This man was hoping that you didn't see him for who he was and was gonna just kind of like, you know, key on it. Baby, you saw this man for exactly who he was. Shout out to Edgar Allan Poe. Always an honorable shout out to Edgar Allan Poe, because Edgar Allan Poe was the baddest man in the land, okay? Edgar Allan Poe was killing that literature, okay? And at the end of the day, okay, after we just spoke with the God, okay, at the end of the day, this man was in a position. He was in a hell of a position where he had to realize that the story he was telling, you weren't buying. You saw him for the beast that he was, and he's not going to forget that. This man is not going to forget the fact that the lady Scheherazade, okay, saw right through him. He's not going to forget the fact that the Queen of Clubs had the guiding light and the keen eyesight to see right through him. The Queen of Swords had the sword in her hand to slap him down with the truth. The Queen of Pentacles had the value, the high self-value, the divine feminine value to be like, nah, I'm too cool, I'm too smooth for this, okay? So you have cast a whole plague upon this man, that he is someone who's not man enough. You can pull them. You can pull the Three of Cups. You can pull the KARMICS. You can pull them bitches. You sure can. But you weren't able to pull a real woman. Now when you go out here and tell them lies and somebody believe them, it don't mean as much. He's been hexed. I'm telling you, all of the filth flying that he was sending your way, it has reversed. He's been hexed. He can't forget you. It's just like Lenore. Y'all remember how Edgar couldn't let Lenore go? Okay? Her shadow was to loom over him, to be lifted nevermore. Baby, this man ain't never gonna forget this. You have made it clear to him that there are still some real women out there. There are still some women out there with clear eyesight. There are still some women out there that are not going to sit up and listen to this foolishness. So now he realizes that the women around him, they're toys. They're kids. They're nothing. So yeah, they listening to him, but he kind of like, yeah, a woman like this would listen to me. You've left him in that type of energy. We will ask Spirit once again, short and sweet. This man out there embarrassed. Does he ever man up and try to contact this woman again? We're just gonna see. Does he even have the nerve? Okay. Does he have the nerve? Now we letting it be known. We telling how it's going down, ain't it? What kinds of games is being played? How is it going down? All I want is you. All I want is you. Let me tell y'all something. The version of that song with Faith Evans on it is the only version worth talking about. Just to say. The Magician, the Seven of Pentacles, okay? The Ten of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles. Let's clarify the Knight of Pentacles. Clarifying the Knight of Pentacles with the Ten of Wands. This man is seriously thinking of contacting you again, baby. You done spooked this man. But see, the thing is, he knows that if he takes action with you again, he not only has to come back, he has to come back with a Seven of Pentacles, a Ten of Pentacles, and even a Knight of Pentacles. So he needs to make a huge offering, a lifetime offering, and a light offering. He got to offer it all. He got to give a little bit of this, a little bit of that. And it's all in Pentacles energy that is high vibrational, okay? So he has to be able to come to you and offer you the real deal. That's a burden for him, because as you see, he ain't shit. Let's just make it plain. Okay? It hurts his feelings to think like, man, if I go back over there with Alicia, I'm going to have to be a man. I'm going to have to be a man. Yes, I am. He crying and hurt about that. This ain't not, you know. Ace of Cups. But he know if he was a man for you, you would change his life, okay? So he's in consideration. After consideration, Spirit. Y'all see I'm messing with this man energy. After consideration, does this man then have the balls? Now that he realized it takes Seven of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, and Knight of Pentacles to get you to answer the phone again, does he have the balls to do it? Will come up with a plan to get Peggy back. Okay? Next on All My Children. Okay, does he do it? 6 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. The Lovers. This man mourns you, really mourns you when you're not there. Part of the reason he mourns you is because he knows that you have more to give than he does. He knows you're more full of an individual than he is. So he's mourning you out of that embarrassment once again. But he really does mourn you when you're gone. But he doesn't have the balls to come back. 7 of Swords with the Queen of Swords. He doesn't have the balls to come back. We see this man actually trying to figure out how to strategically sneak away from you. He does not have the nerve to come back, okay? Though he is searching for you. So this man never stopped watching your social media, okay? But this karmic emperor energy that he's in, where he's a ruler amongst the tuna fish, okay? He's ruler amongst the canned sardines. He's not able to let that go. Okay? He's not able to let that go. And he knows that he cannot rule with you. He ain't finna get out here and rule with no whole full beluga. He got to get out here with the canned sardines and make it do what it do. Okay? He does not have the nerve. He doesn't have the nerve. And look at this. Look at this. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Pentacles. This man will speak of you for the rest of his life like you are the love of his life. 8 of Wands, 9 of Pentacles, 6 of Cups, King of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, 2 of Cups. This man has the utmost respect for you. The utmost. This man respects you for putting him on the guillotine. This man respects you for taking him down to the bare bones. He's going to always look and say, that's a real woman right there. If somebody were to come to him, gossiping about you, talking filthy, the filth flying flarn, you understand me? This man is going to be the one that's going to be like, man, don't talk about her like that. That's the baddest thing I ever had in my life. He ain't with you, he ain't over there, okay? But the utmost respect. This man would, whatever, if you ever was in a jam, this man will come through for you with a smile. You the baddest that ever do it. And his man, this man respects you like he respects his mama. Yeah. This man respects you like he respects Nima. Hats off to you, baby. You a real woman, okay? This man has the utmost respect for you. If he ever see you in the street, this man will knock down 12 people to carry your packages to your car. Okay, it's going to be that type of situation. This man is like, wow. Okay? But he ain't man enough for it. He ain't man enough for it. And he know he not man enough for it. Okay? Does this man, we just gonna ask again, does this man, once he places this woman up on the Mount Rushmore of women in his mind, okay, sisters of Rushmore, is this man then able to deal with this woman, okay? Does he ever come back and try to be a masculine, divine masculine for her, okay? We got the Chariots, we got Justice, we got the Sun, okay? 7 of Wands. 5 of Wands, Ace of Wands, okay, 6 of Swords, the Hierophants. The Chariot. Justice comes to this man, and his ego gets blocked by a lot of fights and oppositions of life. This man's ego gets blocked by the very fights and oppositions of life. Okay, he's just not able to stay in that energy. The karmics that he's with, the playboy action, he's not able to stay in that energy. It's not a choice. Life humbles this man. Life puts this man in his place at some point, and he's no longer able to stay the man that he was. And he's forced into a new beginning. God puts a new beginning. Ace of Wands energy, okay? God puts a new beginning on this man. It is not something that he's able to get around. It is not something that he's able, it's like when someone ages, for example, right? Think about being a kid. You know, whatever pants you were wearing at 9 years old, it's not like you ever stopped wanting to wear those pants. They may have still been your favorite pair of pants, but once you were 13 and you couldn't fit them no more, you were 10 and you couldn't fit them anymore, it doesn't matter how you feel about the pants, you can't fit them anymore. So this man is going to go through a metamorphosis, if you will, that is going to be brought upon him by God, that is going to take him into a new direction, another direction, okay, where he's going to be forced to get some direction for his life. We see organized for success. When that happens, he's going to transition to the type of man. He's got to go through this cycle. There's some cycles, some fate, some karma, okay? Some endings and beginnings that have to come through this man's life, because right now, for you, for any divine feminine, he simply is not enough. That's why he won't come back. That's why he just peering at you from the window saying, that's a bad motor scooter right there. But he not finna come over there because he knows full well he's in a position now where he's just not man enough to be over there. He know that. Okay, this man sees your intuition is too bad for him to be over there with you. Your intuition is hellified. He like, I can't be with her, like she gonna be on my ass. Okay, so he knows for what he's trying to do, while that trying to bring all that limerence and shit. This man knows that he's in outdated thinking. This man knows that he's in a position where he's conditioned and replaying events in his mind over and over about who he thought you were. You're not that person. Okay, so this man has to grow up. He may also need to improve his health. Okay, and it's up to him to do these things. It's up to him to become a man. But the Lord is going to strike his life, okay, with this wand here, okay, with some wisdom, with some yod energy. He is going to get struck. And when he gets struck, when this does happen, when God does reach into his life and make these changes, that is when the transition happens for him, where he goes into it, he kind of portals into a new space. It is at that time that we see Hierophant energy hitting him. Okay, it's when the man has to get some faith. So he's going to have to be tested. God is going to test him. Okay, I'm hearing Job. Where Job at? God is going to test this man. This man's going to have to go through a series of tests. Okay? This man's going to have to go through a series of tests, y'all. Okay, we see the Bible. This man is going to have to go through a series of tests. Literally hearing Job energy. Okay? There's tests coming to this man because he's not a man. His spirit is weak. That's why he out here doing all this lying. Then Job replied, how long will you torment me and crush me with words? Okay, this man's going to come up against ridicule. 10 times now you have reproached me. Shamelessly you attack me. If it is true that I have gone astray, my error remains my concern alone. If indeed you would exalt yourselves above me and use my humiliation against me, then know that God has wronged me and drawn his net around me. Job 19:1-6. Though I cry violence, I get no response. Though I call for help, there is no justice. 19:7. He has blocked my way so I cannot pass. He has shrouded my paths in darkness. He has stripped me of my honor and removed the crown from my head. He tears me down on every side till I am gone. He uproots my hope like a tree. That was now Job 19:1-10. This is where this man is headed. This man is going to be tested. Okay, this man's about to be tested. Like tested. Yeah, there's going to be a test of his faith and his hope. Okay, we saw the star card energy. These are the things that are going to even make him a divine masculine, even somebody who will be worthy to talk to you. You have been through more spiritual tests and trials and sat and called on God and been through that Job moment that man has been through at least 4 times. This will be this man's first time. This man has been cruising in low vibrational karmic energy for at least 27 years is what I'm hearing. Okay, could have been his whole life. Could have just been his midlife. Could be his latter years of his life, okay? The moon. So many things have been hidden from this man about God and about himself because he did not want to see God. Let me tell you something. It is not you that this man is afraid to face. And it's a woman out there that's crying because you can't believe that this man is not calling you back. You can't believe that this man is not reaching out to you. You can't believe that this man is not coming to you, you know what I'm saying, to reconcile or something like that. It's not you that he's not coming to. It's not you that he's afraid to reconcile with. It's not you that he's running from. He's running from the truth that you presented him with. And with the truth is the frequency of the truth is the God frequency. The truth is the frequency of God. Revelations is the God frequency. So the truth and revelations you brought to him, that means you saw them because God was with you. We saw that earlier on in the reading. It was God that made sure. It was the Lord that made sure that you were able to see him. And it was the Lord that wanted to make sure that it was understood to him that he was seen and he was not in a position where he was hiding and God was not aware of his foolishness. So it's not you that he's running from. As he cast that wicked spell, that limerence, as he attempted to do that to you, it is not you that he's running from. It's God that he's running from. Okay? It's God that he's running from. It is God that he is running from. Yeah. It's God. It's not you. It is not you. It is God that he is running from. He doesn't want to face God. Because if he faces God, he got to face himself. And there are things about himself that he does not want to face. This man lives in a consistent state of cognitive dissonance, I'm hearing. Okay? He lives in a space where just a narcissistic delusion. You know, he's telling himself he's this when he's really that. Okay? He's not being honest with himself about who he is, but you are. So he's living in karmic delusion. He's living in karmic debt. It is a debt to live in a false reality. That is a karmic situation if I ever heard one. That's like rolling around in your own filth. That's like living a pig just wallowing in his own, manure. He's more comfortable there than to clean himself off, hose himself off, come up out the pig pen and face the sun. The sun being the God energy, the Ra energy. He does not want to do that. He don't want to do that. He don't want to do it. He want to continue to live the lie. So it's not you he's running from. It's God, okay? 7 of Pentacles energy. Much of what this man has put out there is coming undone. That's just what it is. 7 of Swords, 7 of Wands in reverse. He's having a hard time securing sex. Okay, he's not getting all the booty like he used to. 7 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands in reverse. This man is losing money. Okay, he is now in a position where he's weakened spiritually, energetically. He's weakened. He's standing on one foot. Okay, things that he's tried to get done are not getting done. He's not receiving any enlightenment. He's not understanding things for what they are. Many of his enslavements, as in the women that he's been playing mind games with, some of them may have been spouses, some of them may have been romantic friends, some of them may have been ex-spouses. Whoever they are, whoever these women are that he has been running these limerence games on, many of them are being released because because God is disrupting the limerence spell that he's had. God is disrupting this man's life. We saw it with the Ace of Wands. God is disturbing this man's life. Many of the women who have previously been under his spell are no longer under it. Okay? And he's about to start getting some rejection. 7 and 7 here, this man, and they're both reversed. This man is in misalignment. He's living in a karmic space. Okay, period. What did I just tell y'all? The Devil in reverse, the 3 of Swords in reverse. The Lord is about to start delivering many of the hearts this man has had under the spell of limerence, which means that he will no longer be able to use, abuse, or bewitch these women with these false 2 of Cups. Okay? 2 of Cups energy. With these false unions. Unions created strictly to benefit him. Unions created to support his narcissistic delusions. Okay? The Star. Unions created so that he'll have something to have faith in. This man has not been looking to God. He's been looking to these unions. Oh, y'all, we just uncovered some shit. This man has not been looking to God. This man worships karmic unions. He goes to karmic unions for solving his problems. He goes to karmic unions to give him money, to give him sex, to give him self-esteem, to give him validation, to give him a reason to get out of bed, to give him a reason to love himself. This man looks to broken women. Broken women are this man's God. My God, today. Broken women are this man's God. Do you hear me? Broken, well, I'm going to say it again because somebody in here did not hear me. Somebody in here was crunching on some Doritos or something and they missed that. Broken women are this man's gods. He worships the broken feminine. He worships the karmic feminine. He worships the Baphomet feminine. The most demonic and low frequency feminine. He worships the type of woman that would get into prostitution to put money in his pockets. That's where all of his validation, praise, and self-esteem comes from. Low frequency demonic women. Copycat energies. You know, God ain't finna let him put nobody out in front of him. You will, every knee shall bow and every tongue shall proclaim. So this man's reckoning is coming. This man's reckoning is coming because he's literally made the broken feminine. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about the divine feminine. Let's talk about the creatress. Let's talk about goddess. Do you think goddess is going to stand by? Yes. It's coming. Yes. Do you think goddess is going to stand by while the anti-goddess is on a pedestal in any man's life? Let me tell you something. Anytime you see a karmic masculine worshiping a karmic feminine energy, there is judgment coming to him because he is completely out of line with goddess. He is completely out of line with the divine feminine. You shall not curse the divine feminine that is responsible for all the creation in this earth realm. You shall not curse her. You shall not place filth above her. And if you do, you will curse your life and your life will be surrounded by filth. Your life will create nothing. Your life will produce nothing. Your life will produce things that are backwards, inverted, not of God. Your life will be full of lust. Lust that will choke the life out of you. Okay? A man that is out here worshiping the karmic feminine will find himself filled with sexually transmitted diseases, poor advice, unruly children, impotence, sickness, poor nutrition, sexual immorality, broke, confused, angry, and bitter. That's everything that the divine feminine is not. So when a man trusts a helpmeet, he trusts the responsibility of a helpmeet to a demon, she's going to give him the exact opposite of what the divine feminine was going to give him. She's going to be trouble. She's going to be Wahala. Okay? She's a Jezebel demon. Okay? And you will see him begin to fall, specifically in midlife. Because a young man can ride with her for a minute. But in midlife, all of his poor decision making, all of that, the lack of wisdom and the lack of nurture and the lack of knowledge and the lack of understanding that he's been getting from karmics is going to start to show up in his life by the time he is 45 years old. And it will continue to be downhill from there. The point that a karmic feminine enters a man's life is the point that he will head to destruction. Because if a divine feminine is meant to be a help me, baby, this woman can't help you. She is an instrument of your destruction. And this here is biblical. I ain't making nothing up. We know what God say a wife is. When a man finds a wife, he finds a good thing. But when he finds a karmic, what did he find? A bad thing, a rotten thing, a negative thing, a weed. Something that's going to choke the life out of even what has been planted in him by his mama. If his mama had her shit together and she was a divine, she's even going to take back what mama gave him. She's even going to take back what mama used to say. Okay? When she told him, take your time, young man, baby, this lady going to have him rushing. Don't you rush to get old. She going to age this man quicker than a bitch, baby, because she's a karmic. And she is a demonic frequency come to steal, kill, and destroy. And she's going to do it through manipulation and passive aggression. She's going to do it in a soft and subtle way. That's the only thing that's going to be feminine about her. Is the soft and smooth way she steals this man's life and his livelihood. And that is who this man has been worshiping. The Antichrist. whether he knows it or not. And he's running from you because you're not the Antichrist. You are the Christ consciousness. So he's running from you. He's running from God. He's running from Goddess. And let me tell you something. As he's sitting here running from Goddess, he will not face Goddess, though Goddess showed up to face him. You came back into this man's life, if it was a reconciliation or y'all met, however it happened, you showed up in this man's life and you gave him truth. You gave him thunder. You gave him lightning. You gave him facts. You gave him the reality. You gave him the divine mirror. Here is who you are. Let me tell you something about angels. Angels can take any form, and sometimes angels can take the form of a reflection. You gave him his angelic reflection. You showed him what he could be, what he should be. And this man did not choose that. He chose to continue on in that Antichrist consciousness. So let me tell you what Goddess is about to do. Abortion is coming to this man. Aborted missions. Aborted finances. Aborted health. Oh, it's coming. It is upon him. The Empress in reverse. That's who he's with. And she will birth in his life nothing. But what's even worse than that is Goddess is going to get behind that reverse Empress that he's with. And now his life is going to start to go into an aborted state. Things that he's planted will be ripped up by the roots. Because this man has been worshiping the anti-Goddess. And Goddess ain't going to stand for it. You will come to your reckoning. He shall not pass go until he admits that Goddess is God. Until he admits that the Lord God is God. The reckoning, baby. And you're going to see it. You're going to hear it. You're going to hear this man's body hit the ground in the spirit realm at least 3 times. Because God is about to reckon with him. He walked away when God knocked at his door. And that's what you represented. When you gave him that truth, that was his moment. That was his out. That was his chance to avoid this reckoning. But he worships the karmic energy, the devil, the Baphomet, the Antichrist, way too much to have stood up and stood in God energy. He said, I respect God energy, but I will not conform to it. And God has said, everybody praying for this man, sit down. Because we about to make it thunder and rain and clap up in here. And you will see it. You will see it. If you have enjoyed this Divine Feminine Tarot Tea, please go ahead, like, share, subscribe, okay? Go ahead, hit that bell. If you want to be here every single time, we are over here chopping up these revelations, these good old Goddess Tarot Tea energies. Thank you, Goddess, for coming through the way you did today. If you are looking for a personal reading, please go ahead and hit me up at dftarottea@gmail.com, okay? And as always, this man gonna get his ass handed to him in Jesus' name.